For news from our money desk, Rofhiwa Madzena, hi there. And you're talking the restaurant business, but you're looking at a group bucking the trend, which is amazing.
That's right, Sally, and we're talking here about Spur. So restaurant group Spur is reporting that its turnover has exceeded expectations. This thanks to customers eager to socialise after the hard lockdown. Spur also owns the Rofhiwa Madzena and John Dory's chains. All the restaurants traded at 73.8% of the prior year's turnover for September, improving from about 36% for July. Spur's steak ranches achieved a turnover of about 70% of the same period last year. And the strongest performing brand was the Hassa Grill at almost 94% turnover from the year before. Rofhiwa Madzena came in at 86.5%. The laggard of the group was its pizza and pasta. And joining me now to break this down and look at the future of the trading environment in the restaurant business is the CEO Pierre van Tonder. Pierre, many thanks for your time this evening. Now, you got about 600 of the group's 631 restaurants now opened. What's with that specific 600 that they have that the others that you didn't open up don't have?
I think if I read the question correctly, you're considering the 30 we haven't opened yet is due to circumstance in terms of locations. There's still a bit of a drag effect in terms of certain entertainment centres that haven't been allowed to open where we are located. So once those entertainment centres have all been given the green light to open, for instance, Sun City has just recently opened and so forth, so then the balance of the restaurants will open.
Right. Now, you incurred costs in your compliance with COVID-19 measures, yet your turnover was better. I wonder if you had to up the prices of the food and the things that you sell to your customers.
Actually, the other way around, I think. It's the people were definitely wanting to come out and after being in lockdown and experience some family time. However, the pricing is a very, very sensitive issue, and to induce customers to come out and frequent our restaurants, we actually ran quite a few specials from a pricing point of view, which was quite impactful in our numbers as well.
Right, and then you've spoken about the fact that some of your outlets were closed because they were part of groups like Sun City and so, but there are some in the north that have been identified that haven't been opened even though we've moved to level 1. Are there any stores that are permanently closed, Pierre?
I think the casualty rate or the mortality rate has always been a concern in these very difficult times, and I think we're in a very fortunate position that we haven't had a high mortality rate, if I can put it down. We haven't got a percentage or a benchmark, but yes, we've had about 4 or 5 restaurants that won't reopen due to the COVID situation, which is hell of unfortunate, but there's not what we couldn't do much about some of them.
Right. Now, you've got quite a portfolio of brands, and I was just wondering, are you looking at maybe getting rid of some of them? Are you looking at investment opportunities in your South African business that you might want to grow the business before you exit?
No, I think, if you look at our brands, they're all good performers. They all performed well. We're definitely not in the market of getting rid of any of our brands. I think any new brands or existing brands out there in the marketplace today, one will always have a very, very careful look at them. It's not the easiest time to go buy a business now. It's not the easiest time to sell a business now. Probably easier to buy a business now than to sell a business. But yes, we'll always be on the lookout for good acquisition opportunities should the opportunity arise.
Right, and then just a final question. The JSE has been very strict with companies who are delaying the release of their results or other things. And, with this delay, talk us through what caused the delay and just remind us when you'll be releasing your financials.
We have been delayed until November. There's nothing sinister about it at all. It's purely an audit requirement. With COVID and with some new audit regulations, it's made us extend our time, and we've extended the time as allowed by the JSE. So there's nothing sinister in it about it at all. It's just that new policies, new accounting standards, new accounting principles and new audit principles had to apply in our year end this year.
Right, Pierre, thank you so much for your time. That's Pierre van Tonder, who's the CEO of Spur.